Welcome everyone to part 8 of our Penumbra Necrologue walkthrough. I'm Zom.
Character.
And we have entered the temple. We didn't show us jumping down or climbing down all those ladders because it's not necessary.
You know how to do it. You got it.
You got this part. You're good. You're great.
You literally walk straight.
Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to go downstairs. And the reason for this is because you need an item here. If you don't get this item, you'll have to get it later, so might as well get it now. Alright, so we've been grabbing batteries up until this point, and you're like, why? Why are we grabbing batteries? We lost our flashlight, right? Well, luckily in this area, or in the next area, you can grab your flashlight. First thing you want to do is you want to go over here. You want to grab this empty container because it will be helpful in solving the puzzle later. And then you come back here. That was where that was the way we came from. So now let's go this way. So to get through this area, you will need 4 spheres. Spheres are something from the 3rd game, actually, right?
Yes.
Penumbra Requiem. Can you tell us a little bit about how that game worked?
Penumbra Requiem it continues right where Black Plague left off. You were hit over the head by an infected, but instead of being at the computer like you are in this mod, you are in a strange area. As a matter of fact, you are here. Not in this specific area, but in this temple. You are there. That is where you are.
So what you want to do in this part is you want to find that door. You want to go crouch through it. You want to go through. Once you find these metal bars, you want to take a right. Basically, we're going to be solving a puzzle so we can get a sphere.
Through Penumbra Requiem, you must go through a different part of the area, most of which is not in this game, with the exception of the temple area.
Oh, hey.
Oh, you can see it now.
They actually put the switch there. It wasn't there in a previous iteration anymore.
It certainly was not. And so you go through all these things, and the problem with this game is there are no monsters. There's nothing but physics puzzles and platforming, really bad platforming.
But by this game, he meant Penumbra Requiem. So there's lots of platforming, lots of puzzles in Penumbra Requiem, and no monsters. There's a little bit of spooky atmosphere, but
it's all facade.
There's nothing that's actually going to kill you.
And so you get to the end.
A lot of it is actually, from what I saw, a lot of it was grabbing spheres.
The entire game was grabbing spheres to teleport to the next place where you grab spheres. It was not
so this is kind of like an homage to that, where you have to grab spheres in order to travel to the place you're trying to go.
Should be actually a good game. At the end,
we're being chased by a hunter right now. That guy right there. It's pretty spooky, so we probably want to outrun him.
At the end, you reach...
You can just outrun him. You don't really need to.
A part that was towards the end of Penumbra Overture, the first one, and you are left with 2 choices of endings. The first one is you get into the furnace with red and burnt, and you die. Congratulations, you're dead. That's a shitty ending. But
because of that, the second game wouldn't happen.
Because instead of actually burning...
It takes you back to a place from the first game, and instead of burning red, you burn yourself, or you burn everybody.
So what actually happens is at the end of Black Plague, you died when the infected conked you over the head.
Right. So you want to grab that flashlight, you want to grab these painkillers, you want to grab, in here, you have Howard's book. This is very important. Because Howard's book allows you to translate all of these symbols. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we want to get into this door. Let's see what these symbols say. The 3 suns rise at once. All right, so let's make some suns rise. You can keep going with the.
Okay, so you died, and because of that, the entire game Requiem didn't happen. And you're saying, "God, it sucks." I assume you're saying that. You're not saying that I did send you to a psychiatrist.
That's a pretty bad end.
It's really bad. But wait, there's a second end. How I found this out, by the way, was I was so disappointed in the ending that I saw that I went back in the game in order to find a better ending.
So, if you didn't get the empty airtight container before, it was in the underground, in the other sphere area. There's a guy, like, really close to the front. You can watch the video to see where it is. There's a guy, he has a backpack, and basically you want to pick that up. And then there's this ladder here. You kind of have to look up to see where the ladder is. But basically, this allows you to climb up here.
So the second ending is, instead of going into the furnace, you turn around and walk through a door. Once that door, you are on the boat from Penumbra Overture. And
that guy doesn't scare you. Or that guy can't hurt you, so
he also doesn't scare you.
I forgot to
the code.
Yeah. What was the code? It wasn't this. Oh man. Oh no, wait, it wasn't this. It was that. There we go. So I'm sorry, I forgot to actually look for this code before. But remember these symbols. Hook, hat, acute triangle. And you can just jump down, whatever. So if you look at this, you can see that there's that hook symbol, there's that hat symbol, and over here you can see, where's the acute triangle?
I think we guessed.
Well, we did guess, but there must be somewhere around here. There's probably an acute triangle.
So, as you're on the boat, the game starts fading to white, and the game ends. What this means is that the burn ending means that the third game didn't happen.
Wait, sorry, real quick. If you got the airtight container from the underground, grab the sand from over there. Here's where you use it. Use the sand on this, and reveals secret platforms. The way we found this out was we actually took one of these cubes and we tried to push it over the edge. We actually pushed it onto one of these things. So we got a nice little platforming that doesn't really make any sense. Grab the sphere, then we can continue on to the next one. Alright, you can keep going.
But for this ending, instead of having your mission to find your father, you get on your boat to go and you know what? I don't like my father. And you just go home, and it means the entire Penumbra series did not happen. They were literally the 2 worst endings of all time.
So these green things, when you put the symbols in the correct order or whatever, what it does is it causes these green lasers to point in here. You need 3 green lasers to be active in order to get to the next area. So if you're stuck, you can't continue the next area. You need those 3 green lasers. This area this puzzle is extremely simple. There's like a whole bunch of rooms. There's a room there, there's a room there, there's a room there. All those rooms are meaningless. All you gotta do, take this box, pull off that. Take this box, pull off this. That causes this door to close. Put this box back on this thing. And then put this box back on this thing.
You can also stand on it, it's quicker.
Yep.
And this door won't shut afterwards.
Crazy easy. Bam. So Penumbra Requiem had 2 endings, both of which were terrible. Terrible endings. So that's why this game was made.
We believe so, anyway.
Because the story of the Penumbra games was really good. We really liked the story. It was just really unfortunate that they had such bad endings. Don't be afraid of these spiders. They can't hurt you. So this X switch is different than those circle switches. Very, very different. The reason why is because if you grab one of these boxes, click on it, bam! It gets launched into the ceiling. That is required because... Oh wait, I should probably... Oh, that's right. Remember that cloth that we had? If we use it on this thing, we can reveal these symbols. We got Harry Potter lightning bolt, Waluigi, and some kind of SB. Harry Potter lightning bolt, Waluigi, and some kind of SB thing. So those activates the green thing, and it launches up into the ceiling. That's why we had to throw the box on this thing. Luckily it doesn't launch anything anymore. After it's broken open that, you're fine to step on it. Before that, you probably don't want to step on that, because it will launch you into the air and you'll take damage. So what you want to do is you want to move one of these boxes right in here. Trust me. You also might want to save before this, or after this, or no, before this. Because when you pull this switch, this area fills up with poisonous water. Spooky. So this is why you have to make sure this thing is right in the center here, because if you touch that acid, even on those steps, you will die. And you'll respawn the last area that you saved, which can be, if you didn't save there, will actually be on the other side. So, and the poison will still be activated over there. So that's how we drain the poison from this area here. Oh wait, I think you're supposed to be able to like stack some boxes on top of each other, but it's really not necessary. You can just jump and grab this ladder here. But if you want to stack things instead of just jumping, you can grab the pieces of this box from over here. You can just grab that stuff, throw it over there. Oh, and if you didn't put a box here, you can also pull that switch to lower this acid. So at this point, you should have 4 spheres. If you missed a sphere from the previous area of the game and you only have 3, that's fine. You must have at least 3 spheres though. 1 from this area, 1 from the area earlier in this video, slightly earlier, where you throw the sand on the platforms, and 1 from the beginning area of this video where you go underground. Now that we activated those 3 green lasers, we can enter this room. Step on this switch back here. We'll activate a timer. And when the timer's done, this will raise up. So we've got a nice auto scroller here. Should we end this video here? Sure. I think that's good for part 8 of this video. The last part will be the last few parts of the game, and then the 2 endings. So yeah, see you then.